Hello everyone, Navik here, and this is my review of the final issue of The Peril of the Brutal Dark, an Ezra Cain mystery. And now this might be the end for the story. As we'll learn from the last page, it's not the end of old Ezra Cain. But before we get to that, I gotta say, really love this like from the ground perspective cover where you see the Peril, the Brutal Dark's blimp like flying in the atmosphere. You're like, this is kind of how people viewing the battle are probably seeing it. So yeah, this issue continues on and Jacob Phillips continues to just show off. He's surprisingly really good at doing action sequences. It's because I don't remember a lot of those in that Texas Blood, but I guess this is how he distinguishes is like the tone of Ezra Cain compared to that series. Because it continues on with Ezra in the plane fighting against the Nazis and just going all ham with the machine gun, just shooting up their blimp and stuff. And it really kind of just show that Ezra still has that military training, and that obviously helped him survive the war before. But during the battle, he ends up confronting the man with the robot guy they have. But Ezra's quick thinking, when the guy jumps at him, he just shoots the guy down, and the metal man falls to his death. Ezra, as he circles back around to take down the blimp, the Brutal Dark tries to ring the Forge of Hephaestus, but this is where it gets all Raiders of the Lost Ark. Because as the big guy starts striking the anvil of Hephaestus, he's seemingly possessed by Hephaestus himself. Of which else you can kind of see. And apparently Hephaestus is not particularly happy that these guys are using his anvil. Also, with a mighty swing, he burns them all alive. Hits the anvil with such force that it causes the entire thing to explode. And Ezra to crash. But thankfully, he's saved by his friends. And the issue and after all that, the next day, we get some wrap up with the anvil being secured, though Ezra is informed by his professor or colleague that there are plenty of people like the Brutal Dark who are trying to use supernatural artifacts to basically for their own nefarious purposes. As he says, there are no borders to wickedness. Man will create something terrible, no matter the symbol or the flag they pledge their allegiance to. But before we get to that, we get a bit of closure with the widow Mayer, with Ezra informing her about Carl's last actions and how he thought about her, during his last moments. Which, Ezra's a tough son of a bitch, but he's got a good heart underneath all the snark, like any good noir detective. And Ezra and his lady friend and end up hooking up, and that's about the end for this Ezra Cain adventure. But it's not the last. As we can see in this ad, Ezra Cain will return in The Terror of the Black Pyramid in 2027. Which, you guys all, just a bit of spoiler warning, I'm going to be checking out that comic when it comes out, and of course making more videos of it. I was thinking about making videos about that Texas Blood, but that's technically a sequel, and I haven't covered that comic before, But this is not going to be the last you see Chris Condon and Jacob Phillips on his channel. As for The Peril of the Brutal Dark itself, for the final issue, I'm giving this, again, 5 out of 5. I'm a very easy sell for this creative team. We got some good mystery build up. The last half of the series was a really good pulp action romp, with a bit of supernatural darkness and brutality to it. And if you guys liked what you've seen in my videos about the Brutal Dark arc, I do highly recommend you check out that Texas Blood Hell Comes to Allison Ranch when it comes out. I won't be covering on this channel, but I'll see you in 2027 when I cover The Terror of the Black Pyramid. And until that time, please be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so that you always know when when we'll see Ezra Cain again, and when he uncovers more dark secrets. Until then, have a great day.